The BBC.
The son of the late Nobby Stiles says he wants his father's death to be a catalyst for the scandal of dementia in football to be addressed. And John Stiles says, regardless of the ongoing research into the issue, urgent action is needed to financially support the families of the former players suffering from the disease.
How can it be right that some of the heroes of 1966 had to sell their medals to provide for their families? These older players are dying like my dad. Many don't have medals to sell. It is right, of course, to seek to identify the cause of dementia in older players. But in truth, the cause is irrelevant to the older players. Whatever the cause, they need help now.
Well, the PFA, the Players' Union, says it does offer a range of support to former pros and their families and continue to fund 3 separate studies. Now, a remarkable night in Seville last night. Germany lost 6-0 to Spain in the Nations League. Manchester City's Ferran Torres scoring a hat-trick to put Spain through to the finals in October next year. France are also into the last 4. Olivier Giroud scored twice for the world champions to move within 7 of Thierry Henry's national scoring record of 51 goals. In the Nations League this evening, Scotland will face Israel away. Victory would ensure that Steve Clarke's side top their group. Tonight's match will be the 4th meeting between Scotland and Israel in the last 3 months.
The recent games have been close. Obviously, was a penalty shootout. The last one, the one before, was 1-1. Before that was a 1-goal win to either country. So we expect a tough night.
Well, Wales, like Scotland, can also earn promotion to a higher tier of the Nations League. They just need a draw to Finland at home tonight. England versus Iceland at Wembley, however, will have more of a friendly feel as neither side can make the finals next year. England manager Gareth Southgate says Jack Grealish, who impressed against Belgium on Sunday, can have a bright international future.
It's in his hands because he's shown in the games he's had that he can play at the level, and he's just got to keep doing that now. Of course, we've got competition for places, but he showed things about his game that are different to other players that we've got.
Elsewhere, Northern Ireland also host Romania this evening in their final group game. Now, there's a real chance that the Australian Open tennis, which is due to start in Melbourne on the 12th of January, may have to be pushed back or rearranged. Reports in Australia suggest the Victoria government will not allow players to arrive in mid-December due to local coronavirus restrictions there. Well, Tennis Australia had hoped players travelling from across the world would be able to practice during their 14-day quarantine and play in a couple of tournaments in the lead-up to the Grand Slam. Dominic Thiem, meanwhile, is the first man through to the last 4 of the ATP finals in London. That's after Stefanos Tsitsipas beat Andrei Rublev in their group yesterday evening. Fiji's Autumn Nations Cup in rugby union against Italy on Saturday has been cancelled after coronavirus tests found 29 positive cases in the Fiji camp. Their opening game against France last weekend was also cancelled because of an outbreak in the squad. The former England international Ugo Monye says he doesn't think we'll see Fiji play in the tournament.
I think it's hard to see them actually get to play a game now for the rest of this tournament, and that's massively disappointing because they come with an incredible sense of freedom, skill that everyone loves.
It would be a shame. A lot of people looking forward to watching Fiji. Will we see them play? We'll have to wait and see. That is the 5 Live pundit Ugo Monye.
BBC Sport.